Local 4 News starts now with a forewarned weather alert.
And other stories we're covering this noon. New details coming out surrounding the night of the MSU campus shootings and how authorities responded to the tragedy. And we're waiting for this snow to just tap out. Anytime would be great. In the meantime, we have an update on the roads and the forecast. Technically, we're waiting for March to tap out and winter altogether. Happy Friday, everybody. Alongside meteorologist Ashley Barrissey, I'm Jason Colthorpe, and at least downtown, it does kind of feel like it's just finishing up, just like a little dusting on top.
Yeah, I mean, things have definitely slowed down, and we knew that the bulk of this will be out by about 2 o'clock, so just a few flakes flying. But what we have now, probably not amounting to much. Most of that accumulation has already rolled through, so we're just going to be adding just a little dusting to it. But let's start with your Exact Track 4D radar, as you can see, where we do have those snow showers kind of blanketing the area out there. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at pretty cool conditions for a good portion of the day. I mean, average highs this time of year are in the 40s, and we're sitting in the 30s for the most part. So here's a live look, Mount Clemens, where it doesn't appear that the snow's coming down quite at the pace that it was earlier this morning. Let's check downtown Detroit. So we have some of that snow that accumulated on the camera lens, and we do have some of those flurries still coming down over at Campus Martius. 33 degrees in Detroit, 33 in Ann Arbor, 34 in Howell, and 33 in Adrian, with northwesterly or northeasterly winds at about 15 miles per hour, making it feel more like we're in the 20s. Here's a look at that visibility map, and we are starting to see a little bit of improvement here as well. Metro Airport was down to about a half mile early this morning. Now we are at a mile visibility. Still less than a mile at City Airport and in Mount Clemens. Elsewhere, we're above a mile, but on a clear day, we'd be right around 10-mile visibility. So nonetheless, it's still looking a little hazy out there from some of that snow that is coming down. Winter weather advisory sticking with us until 4 o'clock this afternoon, though if crews have been clearing like they have been, I think we'll see these lift earlier, especially up in the thumb. That was set to expire at 8. I think we'll see that lift earlier. But we're on the back edge of the system. As you can see, that counterclockwise rotation will take you through the rest of the day and into the weekend coming up in your full forecast. And if you're heading out, don't forget, we have a weather app you can take with you. As Jason says, you might be a lost cause if you haven't downloaded it by now, but we're still going to let you know. And you also can get school closings. So if you're a parent, this is a great way to be able to stay in touch with those school closings.
School closings, alerts when it rains or snows or there's lightning near you. A lot of good things with the app. If you haven't done it, do it. A lot of kids, as we say, got an extended weekend thanks to the inches of snow that have been dumped on Southeast Michigan. For the rest of us, it could be a messy commute home. Nick Monticelli has been on the road since 3:30 this morning when we started. Nick, where would you say things stand now for drivers who are out there right now?
You know, honestly, Jason, it's kind of a mixed bag of it might be a little dicey versus it's actually A-OK. We're going to start driving here. We're going to switch the camera to show you what things are like. We're in the Dearborn area right now, and this is a side street next to a small little apartment complex here. And you can see this area got some slush. You know, it might be a little tricky getting around, but really not that big of a deal. Next, we're going to turn here onto Oakwood Boulevard to give you an idea of what one of the main roads looks like. And gosh, I don't want to say it's perfect, but it's pretty close, right? It's a little wet. There's a little bit of slush, but not that bad. The County Road Commission crews have done just a fantastic job getting out here and taking care of this. Next, we're going to make a right-hand turn up here again and get onto I-94 going eastbound because I want to show you the difference on the expressways. Those are almost perfect. Again, not perfect, but really, really close. A lot of the reason that the roads are kind of A-OK this afternoon is because, again, those county road crews are out here pre-treating the roads, adding salt, adding that brine mixture, and really getting ahead of the snow that was going to come down. You pair that with the fact that the road temperatures are not at that point yet where they're going to force things to freeze, right? There's a difference between air temperature and ground temperature. So as you can see, as we get onto I-94 here, there's some slush in the shoulder and in that dividing lane in between. But as we speed up here and get into the number 3 lane, the right lane, you're going to see that most traffic, if not all traffic is going at pretty close to posted speeds. Now, does this mean you should be going 75 miles an hour? No. Right, there's still going to be a little wetness on the road, which could make some issues. In fact, we are going 58 miles an hour right now. So give yourselves just a little bit of extra time, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And the good news is that, Jason, this really didn't turn into one of those storms where we were digging out and trying to redo our entire lives. This one was just a minor inconvenience, Jason.
That's about a great way to put it, Nick. All right, we appreciate it all morning long, and again here at noon. The big board at Metro Airport has been lighting up this morning. You're taking a look over at DTW right now live. Earlier, this was a whiteout. You couldn't even see the terminals or the planes right there. So this is much better. If you're flying out today, you should double check with the airline or FlightAware, whatever you need to make sure your flight's running on time. So far, 153 flights have been delayed. About 22 have been canceled. The FAA saying conditions, if they worsen to the point planes can't take off or land, they will issue a ground stop until it's safe to resume flying. And remember, stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com for continuing forewarned weather alert coverage. We'll be following the snow showers throughout the afternoon and the evening. Now to an update from Michigan State Police. We're learning more about how the tragic shooting unfolded February 13th and what the suspect wrote in his letter that police found on him after he took his own life. For the latest on this development, let's get to Sean Lay, who's live this afternoon with more. Sean?
Live from the Student Union here, Jason, at Michigan State University. You're right. Two big things standing out of what Michigan State Police released today to us and to the public. Timeline of events and a photo of the letter written by the shooter. Let's dig into this for you right now at the noon hour. The timeline of events coming from MSU Police, it's extensive. MSU Police also warn the letter is very difficult to read. We're going to read a bit of it for you at this time. Now, here are the details. Let's go to the timeline first. 8:18, those first shots fired at Berkey Hall right down the street from where I'm standing. 8:26 then, a short time later, shots fired in the Student Union where we are right here. But look at this, guys. At 10:04, we're going from 8:26 to 10:04. An alert confirms an active shooter on campus. This morning, I've been asking MSU why the 90-minute lag in time there for an alert confirming an active shooter on campus. We have not gotten an answer yet. 11:18, MSU Police isolate a photo of the gunman, release it to the public. We remember when that happened. 11:49, then MSP, I should say, spots the shooter off campus. They approach him. He takes his own life. Now let me show you this. The timeline also includes from police this letter found with the shooter where he writes he will be shooting up MSU with his plans. He expresses that he's been hurt, that he's tired of being an outcast and a loner. He's blaming really unknown people for, quote, making him into a killer. That's just scratching the surface of some of the timeline, Jason, and that letter. We're going to dig into more of it. Also ask the university and police some questions here, and we'll have much more starting at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock from the campus of MSU. Jason, that's the latest. Back to you.
Yeah, just chilling to say the least. All right, Sean, we'll see you a little bit later in our later newscasts. In the wake of that shooting, gun safety bills are advancing in the state legislature now. Yesterday, the Senate Judiciary Committee passed a bill establishing universal background checks, red flag laws, and safe storage laws. It follows Wednesday's vote in the full House, where lawmakers passed a bill making background checks mandatory on all gun purchases. We don't know yet when the full Senate plans to take up these measures, but we will be keeping an eye on it. The mayor of East Point is facing charges for what prosecutors are calling public corruption. The Macomb County prosecutor says Mayor Monique Owens fraudulently applied for a grant under the CARES Act and received $10,000 under false pretenses. The CARES Act was that massive federal stimulus bill that was passed at the height of COVID in 2020. Mayor Owens was given a personal bond and will appear in court next month. Today marks 3 years since the coronavirus was detected in Michigan. It was the evening of March 10th, 2020, when 2 cases were confirmed by the state health department. Since then, more than 3 million cases have been confirmed by the state, and tragically, more than 42,000 Michiganders have died from the virus. Nationally, according to the CDC, there have been more than 103 million cases confirmed, along with 1.1 million deaths. The city of Royal Oak still looking to make changes to its parking system that has really frustrated drivers. Consultants hired by the city found 85% of tickets were violations of the 5-minute grace period that's given to drivers. There were 25,000 tickets issued each month over that. The consultants recommended increasing that time limit to 15 minutes of a grace period to cut down on tickets and allow people to park for 3 hours instead of 2. And if you want to get a say in all of this, the city will be looking for public comment during the city council's next meeting on Monday night. I think they'll get some people there on that. Back on the noon with a Help Me Hank recall alert for some toys after 2 deaths were reported. We'll have the details on that. Monster Jam making a pit stop at Ford Field this weekend, and we'll tell you how you might be able to win some tickets. Stay with us.